Part 7. The scent of winter had already begun to mingle with the morning air. Yet Rotrot's journey did not end. Without knowing their destination, the two travelers continued onward. And at last, they reached a harbor. Heavy clouds covered the sky. The world itself seemed to be sinking into shades of gray. They dismounted. Rotrot spoke quietly. "If we board that ship, there will be no promise of returning alive. Sir Eimund, if you choose to leave now, no one will condemn you. You may turn back with your honor untouched. This is your final chance." But Eimund answered with a question. "Why are you going there?" For a moment, Rotrot's expression hardened like that of a warrior. "Because I must. You, however, are under no such obligation." Eimund frowned. "What lies beyond the sea?" Rotrot remained silent for a time. Then she looked away and answered. 400 children of my land are being held captive." The words were strange, difficult to understand. Eimund followed her gaze. Cold rain, dark clouds, and beyond them, mountains like shadows. Steep, towering, their peaks crowned with snow that never melted. In truth, Eimund had already made his decision. Yet now his resolve grew even stronger. He nodded. And at that very moment, a bell chimed. A familiar sound. When he turned, he found himself face to face with the merchant once more. And again, the man was accompanied by 5 horses. The merchant smiled warmly. "Well now, what fortune to meet you again in such a place. Tell me, traveler, did the old horse serve you well?" Eimund stared. "How did you come here?" The merchant laughed. "I too am bound for the lands beyond the sea. There is gold to be found there. Great danger as well. Fortunately, I have no intention of fighting anyone. I merely gather what remains afterward." Eimund folded his arms. "What do you mean by that?" The merchant's eyes sparkled. "There stands a fortress known as the Castle of Dreams. A mighty castle of 20 levels. Within its 4 towers lie hidden treasures of gold and silver. And somewhere in its depths sleep relics of a lost empire. Thieves and adventurers have sought them for years. Most never return. I simply collect the treasures from those who fail." Eimund narrowed his eyes. "If these treasures are hidden, how do you know of them? Who are you?" The merchant merely shrugged. "There are some things best left unknown. Still, if you manage to avoid meeting the messengers of the underworld, perhaps we shall meet again." Then he gestured toward the final horse. "Now, look here." The horse stepped forward. A dark bay warhorse. Strong. Proud. A red mark upon one ear. It was Dag. Eimund hurried toward him. "You found him." His hand ran across the familiar coat. "My thanks, merchant. Name your price." The merchant smiled gently. "This horse is exceptional. Even kings would covet such a beast. Therefore, the price is..." The sum he named was staggering. A king's ransom. Almost the wealth of a nation. Even Eimund frowned. "I intend to reward you fairly. But that amount..." The merchant raised a hand. "I am a merchant. I prefer to sell my goods to those who understand their worth. Should you reach the Castle of Dreams, you will be able to pay easily enough. What I seek are the 6 scales. And if you return the old horse to me now, I shall return your noble Dag." Eimund fell silent. His fingers rested upon Dag's neck. The familiar warmth tightened something inside his chest. Then, Rotrot spoke. Until now, she had remained silent. "That arrangement is acceptable. We are bound for that very castle. And we shall recover what you seek." Eimund looked at her in surprise. Yet at the same time, relief spread through him as he took Dag's reins once more. The old horse departed beside the merchant. Together they walked toward the ship. Soon they disappeared from sight. Rotrot watched them go. Then she turned to Eimund. Now there can be no turning back. Eimund, hero of men. When you conquer the castle of dreams, you shall become a true hero. And when that day comes, I shall grant you the thing you desire most.